Stop number 4 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Atlanta Motor Speedway for 33 laps around this track. High speed and a lot of fun, I should say. The Bass Pro Shops 500 on the pole at 214 miles an hour. Very, very fast. Josh Osborne, Season 2 champion. Alongside of him is Charles Jackson, Row 2, Dylan Poteet, and Alexander Dawson, Row 3, Trey Campbell, a former winner here. Alongside of him, Jake Sears, Row 4, as Josh Sears and Justin Acosta, or excuse me, Josh Sears and Matthew Rodriguez. Justin Acosta sits out of Row 5 alongside Jacob Rodriguez, and Row 6 has Jack Richards and Aaron Reed, and there's the rest of the field. Atlanta can be very, very fast and provide some very fun racing. We may possibly see a close finish like we seen of Labonte and Earnhardt some years back. The green flag waves were underway. Charles Jackson actually beats Josh Osborne to the line. Not sure they'll penalize him for that. Josh looks like he's going to get the spot back, so no harm, no foul. Dylan Poteet's not going to waste any time. He's going to go to the inside. The inside lane is the preferred groove here as they go down to turn 3. Dylan Poteet out front. In the second now is Trey Campbell. Or trying to take second, I should say. Dylan Poteet gets his first lap led this season. Trey Campbell backs off a little bit. Dylan Poteet, a little bit of a lead now as they come out of the second turn. Listen to that field screaming in the turn 3. That little shot you saw the entire field go by, just less than 2 seconds separating first to 32nd. This is like Talladega racing here, guys. Dylan Poteet in first. In the second is Trey Campbell. Third position now is Josh Sears. Fourth is Justin Acosta. Then comes Charles Jackson. Jack Richards getting passed by Jeremy Doobie in the 22 car. Jeremy to the inside now. The Batson Doobie team. And then comes this gaggle of cars here. Jake Sears getting pushed by the 7 car of John Acosta and the 42 of Mike Becker. There's the view from Mike Becker's roof cam. This is what it's like at 210 miles an hour plus. Now from on board Mike's car. Look at the RPMs right there. Look at this. He's coming out of turn 2 right now, and the RPM's like 9,000 RPM plus. And all this, guys, at 210 miles an hour plus. These are the RPMs at 10,000 RPMs on Mike Becker's car. So I wonder why the engines stay together. And I can see why Atlanta is called the engine builder's nightmare. As Trey Campbell now goes to the number 1 spot now. Car number 30 looking for his second Atlanta win. Campbell into the All-Star event, by the way. He won at Dover in the fall in Season 2. Josh Sears in the number 2 position now. Charles Jackson, number 11, Budweiser reported the Bill Elliott car from 1992. Jack Richards, Jake Sears, John Acosta, Mike Becker runs in 7th. Skyland Carlson on the inside of Michael Dawson. Listen to this. 4 through the third and fourth turns now. Somebody better give here. Eric Weber being pushed by the 3 of Ann Batson. She's being pushed by the 66 car of Aaron Reed, who goes to the inside now. 3 wide racing 2 by 2. Just some great racing going on here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I said this race is going to be full of fun, and I'm not lying here. Derek Walker bring up the rear in the 32nd spot here. Working on completing 11 laps here out of 33. Trey Campbell out in front. Charles Jackson in the second position. Third is the 25 car of Jack Richards. Here comes Charles Jackson at the inside in the 11. He's got the push from the 10 car of Jake Sears. The number 10 Ricky Rudd car from 1994. Jake Sears decides I'm going to try for second here. A little bit racy here. This bunch is. John Acosta's going to make a 3 wide for second at turn number 1. He's going to be pushed by the 42 car of Mike Becker. And Mike says, I'm going to try for third spot now. We go back on board Mike Becker's car. Actually, it was John Acosta we were on board with. Now this is Mike Becker's car. Acosta goes by him now, the one we were on board with here about a minute ago. Becker right now rides fourth. Down the backstretch now, Trey Campbell still out in front with Jake Sears right behind the number 2 position. Is he going to make the move to the inside of the racetrack here? We'll see. He's all over Trey's back bumper. Listen, this guy's after average speed after 15 laps, 210.647 miles an hour. Yep, you heard me right. 210.647 after 15 laps, the average speed. And that is unrestricted Talladega speeds right there, buddy. Trey Campbell still out in front. Just checking, I tell you, as I said, this is like Talladega speeds, except no restrictor plates and no out of bounds. Just some hard racing. That's what we're seeing here. Very competitive too. Unlike the Busch Nationwide Series at this point, which has been a bore fest so far. Charles Jackson dropping back a little bit. He was up to the second position a while ago, and now he's back to about 9th or 10th. Right behind the 9 car of Justin Acosta. Keith Batson, our last. They're looking to go 2 in a row. He won at Las Vegas. This may be his Vegas setup on steroids. Inside of Mike Becker in the 42 car. Now he goes to the inside. Now he tries the inside of Jeremy Doobie. Batson and Doobie side by side, the teammates. Boy. As I said before, you hear those engines, how they sound here at Atlanta. It's amazing how these engines stay together. As we showed you earlier, RPMs at about 9,500, 10,000 RPMs at the end of the backstretch and barely under 8,500 in turns. So I said before, this is why Atlanta, tracks like Atlanta, Texas, Charlotte is are engine builder nightmares. Because you're constantly turning high RPMs in the turns and on the backstretch. And it's where your engine building gets very, very critical to try to make these engines last about a full 500 miles. And hopefully withstand that kind of pressure too. Trey Campbell still out in front with Jake Sears in second position. 11 laps to go. It'll be 10 laps to go this time by. He's led the most laps so far, talking about Trey Campbell. Jeremy Doobie running right now in the fifth position, but Keith Batson's all over him saying, come on, Jeremy, let me pass, please. That's what Jeremy's probably saying on the 25 car, Jack Richards as well. They are nose to tail. Jack running in third position, Jeremy fourth, and Keith in fifth. Pontiac in first, Ford in second, Chevy third, Ford in fourth, and another Ford in fifth. Then you got two more side-by-side Ford-wise. Justin Acosta running sixth, and John Acosta in seventh. They are also teammates, part of the four-car Acosta team with Justin, John, Ryan, and Jasmine. Ryan right now rides in the 21st spot, Jasmine in 26th. Eight laps to go here in the Bass Pro Shops 500. Out of the second turn account, we've been caution free here at Atlanta so far. Trey Campbell trying to hold them all off. Jake Sears looking to try to make his way into the All-Star race. So far, we've had one new entry in the All-Star race after the start of this season. That was Jacob Rodriguez with his win at Rockingham. Here comes Jake Sears to the inside. No! Trey Campbell slams the door on him as they come down on turn number 2. Trey Campbell giving it a good shot right now, trying to hold everybody off. But here comes Jake back to the inside out of turn number 4. Jake's got the group to the inside. He's got the preferred lane. But Trey may have the momentum on the outside. Side by side down the backstretch they come. Jake Sears looking for the number 1 spot. He's got the helper Jeremy Doobie in the 22 car. And it's Jake Sears in the first place. In the second, trying to take second is Jeremy Doobie. But Trey Campbell's got the momentum on the outside. He is not giving up that top spot. Here comes the 28 car of Keith Batson. 3 wide for the third spot. Jake Sears out in front. 5 laps to go. 4 when it comes to the stripe. And now 3 wide for the number 2 position. Here comes Keith Batson in the 28. He wants 2 in a row. Trey Campbell led the most laps, but he is falling back all of a sudden. Now the Batson Doobie team, second and third, side by side. They better not be battling back there too much or they'll let Jake Sears get away. 3 to go, this time by for Jake Sears. But Keith Batson, he's got the helper in the 33 car of Jack Remessen. But if he can just ever shake off Jeremy Doobie in the 22, he might be in good shape. That is if Jack Remessen does not go to the inside of him. Which he might come out of turn number 4. No. 2 laps to go. Jake Sears out in front, but here comes Keith Batson closing in. But does he have time? He is getting closer. Keith Batson trying to make a charge. This time it's going to be the white flag. Will Jake Sears hold him off, or will Keith Batson make a big... Will Keith Batson's charge hold him off? White flag. One more lap to go. Jake Sears out in front. But here comes Keith Batson. He's closed it in a bunch. Out of turn 2. Trying to get that draft off that 10 car as they come down the backstretch. Keith's got one more shot to the 3rd and 4th turns now, but I don't think it's going to happen here. Out of turn number 4, Jake Sears, the number 10 Tide Ford, is going to win the Bass Pro Shops 500. Jake Sears has done it. 2nd win for the Sears team. His teammate Ashley won the Daytona 500. And now Jake Sears, with a late race move, wins here at Atlanta. And look at the average speed, 209.490. Incredible, as Kyle Petty would say. Jake Sears is your winner of the race. Keith Batson, a hard-fought 2nd. I think he had one more lap. He might have done it. Jack Remesson, his best showing in 3rd position. John Acosta in 4th position. Jeremy Doobie 5th. Good day for the Batson Doobie team, at least for Keith and Jeremy at least. Charles Jackson, Aaron Reed, Dylan Poteet, Jack Richards, and Michael Dawson, the top 10. Trey Campbell, what a heartbreaker. He had led the most laps, had the race won, and then finishes 11th. He's not going to like that at all. Justin Acosta, Josh Sears, Hunter Carlson, and Johnny Gardner in the top 15. Then Fred Christopher, Mike Becker, Zed Weinstein, Eric Webler, and Skyland Carlson, the top 20. Derek Walker rounds up the field in 32nd. And Batson, there she was in 25th. Not a good season so far for her. But a huge win for Jake Sears as Team Sears pulls it off here today. And here's how the standings are after Atlanta. Jack Remesson now has the points lead over Johnny Gardner, Dougie Shears, Keith Batson up to the 4th position in the points. Maybe we can contend for the championship. Who knows? With this early in the season. Then Josh Sears, Fred Christopher. Then Jack Richards, Hunter Carlson, Jeremy Doobie, and John Acosta in the top 10. And now that Ashley Sears, her bad luck's still continuing in 20th position. Thankfully, for her, there's no chase in this series. Thankfully for her. Ryan Acosta in 32nd position. He's back there. Bring him to the rear. And our Castrol GTX Cup Series Season 1 champ Dylan Poteet in 29th. And Josh Osborne, a little bit better Season 2 champ in 22nd in the points right now. But still early in the season and still enough time to try to gain some points. As we go to Darlington, next stop on the tour for the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400.